It is late at night. The room is quiet. Your breathing slows as you drift into sleep. And then, without you noticing, your dog lifts their head. They were asleep too, or at least it looked that way. But now they are watching you, not moving, not making a sound, just watching. You might never know it happens. So let me ask you something. Why would your dog stay awake just to watch you sleep? Most people believe it is simple. They think dogs are just alert animals, always on guard, always aware. Maybe they are protecting the house. Maybe they are reacting to small sounds. Maybe they just do not sleep as deeply as we do. It sounds reasonable, but it is not the full truth. Because if that were the case, your dog would be scanning the room, listening, reacting, moving. Instead, they are focused on one thing, you, and that changes everything. The truth is, this behavior is not about alertness. It is about something much deeper, something rooted in attachment, in emotion, and in a bond that most people never fully understand. When your dog watches you sleep, they are not guarding the house. They are staying connected to you, even when you are unconscious. That might sound poetic, but it is also biological. Researchers studying dog attachment have found that dogs form bonds with humans that closely resemble the bond between a child and a parent. This means your dog does not just live with you, they depend on you. Emotionally, psychologically, and most importantly, during moments of vulnerability. Sleep is one of the most vulnerable states any living being can enter. You are not aware, you are not responsive, you cannot protect yourself. From an evolutionary perspective, this is when danger is highest. And yet, your dog chooses to stay close. Not just close, attentive, watching, because in their mind, this is when you need them the most. But here is where it gets even more interesting, because this is not only about behavior, it is also about the brain. There is a chemical called oxytocin. It is often called the bonding hormone. It is released when you feel close to someone, when you trust someone, when you love someone. Studies have shown that when dogs interact with their owners, both the human and the dog experience an increase in oxytocin. At the same time, across species, this is extremely rare in nature, and it creates a feedback loop. The more connected your dog feels to you, the more their brain reinforces that connection, and over time, your presence becomes something their nervous system depends on. Now think about what happens when you fall asleep. Your voice is gone, your movements stop, your responsiveness disappears. From your dog's perspective, something important changes, and their brain reacts to that absence. Not with fear, but with attention. They watch you because they are checking. Are you still there? Are you still safe? Are you still you? This is not anxiety. This is attachment, and attachment does something powerful. It keeps them connected to you even when there is no interaction, even when there is no reward, even when there is no reason, except you. Now let us go deeper, because what your dog is doing is not just emotional, it is neurological. There is evidence that dogs and humans can synchronize their internal states. Heart rate, stress levels, emotional responses. Over time, your dog's nervous system begins to align with yours. When you are calm, they become calm. When you are stressed, they feel it too. And during sleep, something subtle happens. Your body enters a different rhythm. Your breathing changes. Your movements slow. Your brain shifts into deeper states. Your dog can sense all of this. They are incredibly sensitive to small changes in your body. So when you fall asleep, they are not just seeing you rest. They are experiencing a shift in your entire state. And they stay present. Because their system is tuned to yours. They are not watching randomly. They are monitoring the one being their world revolves around. You. There is another layer most people never think about. Dogs did not evolve sleeping alone. For thousands of years, they slept in groups, close together, bodies touching, breathing synchronized. In that environment, watching each other during rest was normal. It was survival. If one individual noticed something, it protected the group. But over time, something changed. Humans became part of that group, and dogs adapted. Not just physically, emotionally, they began to treat humans as part of their social unit, their family, their safe circle. So when your dog watches you sleep, they are doing something ancient, something deeply embedded in their instincts. But instead of watching another dog, they are watching you, because in their mind, you are not separate. You are part of their pack, their responsibility, their connection. Now let me tell you something that might change how you see this forever. There are moments in the night when your dog could fall into deep sleep. They could completely relax, let go, but sometimes they choose not to. They choose to stay in a lighter state, more alert, more aware. Not because they have to, but because they want to remain connected, even in silence, even in stillness, even when you are not interacting with them at all. This is a choice shaped by thousands of small experiences. Every time you spoke to them, every time you touched them, every time you looked at them, all of it built a map in their brain. And at the center of that map is you. So when the world goes quiet and nothing is happening, and there is no reason to stay awake, they stay and they watch, not out of fear, not out of confusion, but out of something much harder to describe, something closer to devotion. Here is the part that most people never realize. Your dog does not understand sleep the way you do. They do not think, I am resting now, everything is fine. What they understand is presence and absence. When you are awake, you are present. When you are asleep, you are still there, but different, and their brain is constantly checking that difference. That is why sometimes, if you move suddenly in your sleep, they react instantly. They are already paying attention, already tuned in, already watching. This is not random behavior. This is continuous connection. And here is the insight that changes everything. Your dog does not need you to be interacting with them to feel bonded to you. They feel bonded to you simply because you exist in their space. Even when you are unconscious, even when you are silent, even when you give them nothing in return. That is why they watch. Because your presence alone is enough. Now let us reframe this. Most people see their dog as a companion, a pet, something that shares their life. But from your dog's perspective, it is very different. You are not just someone they live with. You are the center of their emotional world, the reference point for safety, the source of everything familiar. So when you fall asleep and the world becomes still, they stay connected in the only way they can. By watching, by staying near, by making sure that the one thing that matters most is still there. And here is the moment that might stay with you. Tonight, when you fall asleep, you will not know what happens next. You will not feel it. You will not see it. But somewhere in the quiet, your dog might lift their head, look at you, and stay awake just a little longer. Not because they have to, but because, to them, losing awareness of you, even for a moment, feels like losing something important. And they are not ready to let that go, not even in the dark, not even in silence, not even when the whole world is asleep. Because for them, you are not just part of their life, you are their constant, you are their safe place. You are the one thing they keep track of, even when you cannot keep track of anything at all. You are not just their owner, you are the center of their awareness. And even in your most vulnerable state, they are still there, watching, quietly, loyally, completely. So tonight, before you close your eyes, take a moment, look at your dog, because when you fall asleep, they might still be looking at you. And maybe now, you understand why. If this made you see your dog differently, tell me, does your dog stay close when you sleep? Or have you ever caught them watching you in the dark? I want to hear your story.